Nearly half of all adults in the country have elevated blood pressure, sadly, and most don't even realize it. So joining us now is American Heart Association's Chief Clinical Science Officer, Dr. Mitch Elkind. Welcome, Mitch.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and the Heart Association today.
Yeah, so tell us, doctor, why is it so important for patients with hypertension to know their numbers and self-monitor blood pressure?
Well, you know, the thing about blood pressure is that people often don't know that they even have high blood pressure until something terrible happens, like a stroke or a heart attack. And so that's why it's so important for people to know their numbers and get their blood pressure checked, which they can do with their doctor. They could do it at the gym. They could do it in a pharmacy, or even nowadays in kiosks at grocery stores, or measure their blood pressure at home. And as those numbers start to go up, great time to talk to your doctor about it and try to get it under control, either with a change in lifestyle or with medication.
Yeah, why do you think this has become such a problem in the first place?
Well, I think people don't know about the risks that are associated with high blood pressure, and because they have to get it checked, they, takes an extra step to go and do that sometimes. So that's why we try to do things like screenings at neighborhood events and really any opportunity there is. The other issue is, quite honestly, that we're facing an obesity epidemic in our country. 40% of the population is obese, another 30% are overweight, and that contributes to an increase in blood pressure levels too. So there's a lot of it, and people don't necessarily take the steps to get it managed.
Makes sense. Now, doctor, using over-the-counter pain medication or relievers without consulting a doctor first could be dangerous. Can you explain why?
Yeah, sure. So I think that there's also a misconception about the risks that are involved with over-the-counter medicines. People think that if it's in the store and anybody can buy it, it must be safe for everyone. But for people who already have high blood pressure, it can raise the blood pressure further and potentially even into dangerous areas. And so that's why certain medications we're concerned about, and those would be things like over-the-counter pain medications. We talk about the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or the NSAIDs, which includes things like ibuprofen or naproxen, and those can raise the blood pressure and may not be safe for everyone. And there are other alternatives like acetaminophen, which don't have that effect and may be a better choice for many people. Some of the over-the-counter cold medicines have stimulants in them that can also raise the blood pressure. Most importantly, talk to your doctor before you start a new medication, because they may want to steer you towards a different medicine that would be safer.
Right. That's great information there. And if people are looking for more, where can they go to get more information?
Absolutely. You can always get information about heart disease and stroke at heart.org, which is the website of the American Heart Association. And specifically around this blood pressure issue, it's heart.org/BP Tools, blood pressure tools, BP tools, for more information about these issues that we've been discussing.
All right, Dr. Mitch Elkind, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Well, thank you for having me and the Heart Association on your show.
You're welcome, and we'll be right back.